I know Chigs is in here recording this.
No Chid Smooth in here, right? So whatever you say,
you know Chid gonna have everything up there.
Whatever you say, Chid's gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
The whole battle rap culture is in despair over the idea that the sport is dying because of a recent Smack interview. What's up, y'all? It's your man Talkers World reporting for the Chick Smooth channel. We gotta talk about this. Recently, the talk of battle rap being dead or in the verge of dying has rapidly turned up. It started with John the Don saying the pay is not the same, the money is drying up, the people that wanting to raise their prices are going to be in for a rude awakening when that doesn't happen. Some people agreed, some people disagreed, but since Smack came out and addressed the issue, everyone has lost their minds. Now we got to understand that when league owners speak to the press, it's not by mistake. It's not accidental, especially when Smack talks directly to the press. So after their most recent event, Smack went out looking for Hip Hop Is Real or 15 Minutes of Fame to talk directly to the battle rap community and the battle rappers themselves. He said, quote, the money's not coming back. Not that we don't have any money. That's not what he's saying. He's not saying I'm broke, so there's no more battle rap. He's saying the money that we invested is not being recouped, which we'll get more into in a minute. But first, Joe Budden has something to say about that.
A certain type of money because the revenue's not coming back to. And that's literally.
Not only is it
that's
not,
what he said.
Not only is it not coming back, none of y'all are helping it come back. None of y'all are helping to get that. Y'all coming in there actually doing the opposite. Y'all coming in there, you forgot the verse, you're bringing 90 people, this nigga stabbed him, this nigga fought him. Now you can't have these venues anywhere in different cities. Now you adding travel expenses on top of that. Most of you niggas think y'all are worth 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and $80,000. Y'all are high out your mind. Y'all are high. That was a one little quick window that was going around. I don't know what the fuck y'all thought. Y'all was the privilege. Y'all was the privilege. The battle rap scene died. Juice and fucking back then, 90s, late 90s. Smack came, y'all had a fucking reinvention, and that was it.
And from what I hear, he tried to share. You get what I'm saying? From what I heard, he tried to share. And so when you start being greedy with a nigga that's trying to share, you don't know what he doing behind the scenes to get these deals or to ink these deals to try and push it
None
forward.
of y'all went and signed your own fucking deal. I'm not talking about Conceited. I'm not talking about the Wild 'N Out crew. I'm not talking about Hollow. I'm not talking about Goods, the people that went and started businesses outside of this. I'm not talking to y'all. But most of y'all ain't even gonna start a fucking YouTube page. All y'all did was go begging to Beasley and Smack for money. Every time. Bad deals, layaway plans, yo, break me off, give me a little now, a little bit later. No, go build a fucking business and stop begging. Sell a brick.
On that?
Joe Budden's major platform will help get eyes on this topic, issue, and sport as a whole. But he's probably not the best messenger for this, as we see battlers responding, like Godiva saying, it's always a nigga not helping, talking about other people not helping. Riddle me this. Who can help it more, Joe? You or us? Because you took some bread out of our culture and left us after what, 5 seconds? I'm all for debate, but let's be real. If you don't remember, Joe Budden did have a battle and he got absolutely demolished, which I would understand why you wouldn't want to repeat that or continue with your support of this sport if your first attempt to join it, you get clobbered. You can't just join the NBA and think you're going to beat LeBron one-on-one. No matter how good you think you are in basketball, the NBA players are NBA players for a reason. Let's continue. There's been battlers speaking out against the URL for the better part of 3 to 5 years on their business practices and strategic moves to build the sport, the platform, and the battlers themselves. Legendary battle rapper K-Shine is one of those people. In response to Joe, he tweets, but what about the ones who put it on the stage every night? I don't rock with Joe Butthead, but he kind of right about the battle rappers not doing their part. Someone tweeted saying, facts, and he's one of the guys that put the mic down during a battle. So yeah, Joe, wear that. K-Shine responded to that saying, facts, wait, hold up. He deadass did what he talking about, which is true. Joe Budden is one of the people that he's talking about. Came in, took money, and left. I don't want to say that he doesn't help at all because that's not true. He had Surf on his show, he had Easy on his show, he had Remy on his show. Obviously, he already had a relationship with Remy Ma, but inviting her on his show to promote her league is way more valuable than anything he could say. And easy here, K-Shine versus Joe Buddens, hashtag do it for Surf. That's low, but it could work. It's not going to. Joe Budden's not going to step back in that ring with anybody, but it's a good play. Not everyone is sad that this is happening. Some people are basking in the potential fall of the URL because the URL is not battle rap. The NBA is not basketball. It's just the major league. But if the NBA went down, there's still other basketball to be played. It might not be concentrated with the talent that the NBA has, but there's still going to be basketball. One of the people who are gleefully waiting to dance on the grave of battle rap, or the URL specifically, is another legendary battle rapper in Verb. He tweeted, quote, "What's worse is all you new guys believed y'all was gonna replace us. Y'all came and the money disappeared." Now, Verb has been speaking on this for a long time. He's referring to the idea that the URL has been trying to push out the top guys, the guys with the names, the guys who sell pay-per-views, in exchange for bringing in newer, cheaper talent that aren't independently popular, that wouldn't ask for, quote, too much money. Downside to that is the people who they want to replace those names don't sell any tickets. They don't do any marketing. It's difficult to replace the ticket sellers with people who don't sell tickets and expect a profitable business. Verb continues, "They gave all the money to theyself and their friends. They blocked all our opportunities outside of them. Also, that every month caffeine check they gave to people that nobody really watches. Cass and Freeway got free money, and they let them people tell them who not to book." Let's break this down real quick. They gave all that money to themselves and their friends. He's implying that they took most of the profits. Well, if it's their business, that's not a bad thing necessarily, just in general. Maybe in specific instances, but if it's your business, the owner's profit, that's what happens. So that's not that bad. They blocked all our opportunities outside of them, which is a key part. If a person who battles on URL tries to go on a different league, the URL will try to block that battle by offering them more money or not threatening them, but saying, "You sure you want to do that? Because we're going to have a bunch of battles lined up. And if you're not here, then we can't give you those battles. If you go over there, then you basically leave in the coop. You leave in the building. We can't offer you no battles if you want to go battle over there and here," which isolates a lot of people when they think, "Oh, we can't work over there because I'm waiting for the URL to call me," which is what Joe said as well. Let's continue breaking down this tweet. Also, that every month caffeine check they gave to people that nobody really watches. That refers to Caffeine, the streaming platform that was partnered with the URL to give us free battles throughout the pandemic, gave battle rappers that are signed to URL streaming deals, as in they were getting paid to stream, whether there was 5 people in there or 5,000 people in there. Spoiler alert, none of them had 5,000 people in their streams. Most of them did the barest minimum. I promise you, if you look back at any of these streams, I'm not gonna say their names, but if you go back and check their streams, you'll see the laziest, most uninspired idea of what content could even be or what entertainment could even be. No effort, not low effort, no effort. And they were getting money every month. If you were getting paid every month to stream to no audience, you would try every way you could possibly imagine to make it entertaining, but not them. They don't care. They thought it was a lick. They thought it was a hustle. They thought it was free money. Let's continue. Cass and Freeway got free money. What is that referring to? URL booked Cassidy and Freeway to battle, seemingly solely to stop Cassidy from promoting their competitors, Rare Breed Entertainment. Cassidy was lining up a battle with Charlie Clips on Rare Breed Entertainment. To stop that, URL invested $250,000 into a battle with Cassidy against Freeway. That never materialized. It never happened. They threw away $250,000 just to block the shine of a competitor and are now saying there's no money. Nothing got recouped. Well, how could it? How could it? Now let's get back to Verb. Quote, "And what's crazy, so many people in this culture don't rock with each other over these people." He's talking about URL. "Some people have been defending these people, not even knowing what they done, trying to fit in and be cool to look good for them. And it's all for nothing." So he's basking in this. I don't think it's over for battle rap. It's not even over for Smack or URL. It just feels like it is because there hasn't been any blockbuster events in months. So people get antsy. Even other league owners are responding to this. Here is Organic from King of the Dot, the major league in Canada, who tweets, "As a league owner, I'm guilty of overpaying. Pay-per-views force you to book who you think can sell rather than who you think deserves the look. If the events didn't cost so much, this could change." He continues, "I think the general consensus is that we all need to just be more realistic. Fans need to support more, leagues need to invest properly, and artists need to be realistic and not be offended when leagues can't risk the pay they're asking. I also don't think it's the main events draining the budgets. The money lost is usually booking the undercards who collectively ask for $1,500 each, plus travel and hotel, but none of them can make that back. Obviously, there's a threshold on the main event's asking price, but they are who people are actually wanting to pay to see. If leagues went super top heavy, I don't think pay-per-view sales would change that much. Coming from another major league owner, we see the ideas are the same. We can't pay people who can't sell any tickets a couple $1,000s plus travel and hotel to Canada if you can't even sell 50 tickets, let alone 100, let alone 1,000, let alone any pay-per-views. Like you said, most of the people that are draining the budgets sell tickets. You pay a Cassidy 100,000, 150,000 because you know you're gonna sell pay-per-views. It's not a guessing game with Cassidy. He's gonna market every day. Just the face-off with Hitman Holla and Cassidy was over 2 million views before the battle even happened. No one else can do that. Just those two guys. Everybody else who aren't a name that can sell tickets have to be more responsible with what they ask for. But in business, you gotta negotiate what you think you're worth. And it's up to the league to negotiate you down. Everyone wants the best for themselves. The part of Joe Budden's take that went over everybody's head was the lack of outside business. The URL doesn't want their battlers to be independently popular because it's more control over people who make less and don't have a fan base of their own. They want to be able to say, we made you. But if you have your own business, sell merch, make music, or have a job, or just whatever you decide to do with your spare time and talents to complement the battle rap checks, then we wouldn't be doing this. This topic wouldn't be such a big deal today. And don't get confused, people. 99% of battlers don't make $15,000 a year off rapping. So that means if you work a minimum wage job, sure, you're not popular in a niche sport, but you're making basically the same amount of money, if not more, than most battlers. Only the top maybe 10 to 15, maybe 20 make $10,000 a battle. And that's out of 25,000 battlers. So this talk of there's not being any money, there's never been any money. The caffeine era artificially inflated everything. It's all just coming back down to reality. Nothing's actually changing. This is all just bringing balance back to the sport. But let me know what you think about it in the comment section.
Hey guys,
Peace.
shop with my boy Chick Smooth at chicksmooth.shop.